So when your consciousness starts opening out, when you start projecting, going out of body, waking up in your dreams, one of the things there is to get used to is the different ways you can look. And so I haven't done this many times, but I've done it a handful of times. I've in the projection looked down at myself to see what I look like. And I have been shocked pretty much each and every one of those times. Let's see, I'm trying to remember the very first time I ever did it. But if I'm thinking right, the very first time I ever did it, I want to save for the end of the video because it's sort of the highlight as well. It was the most extraordinary. But let's see. One time in an astral projection, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was a man. A sort of real attractive, if you can imagine this, Tiny Tim looking guy. Oh goodness. So this is interesting actually. One time, and there's a phenomena when you astral project called astral sex, non-physical sex. It was in the middle of one of these type events that I looked down at myself, and my body looked very similar to the way it does right now. However, I could tell that my hair was a bit lighter, and I was very, very, very deeply tanned with this golden ephemeralness to my skin. And I've seen this innumerable times, actually. At least a half a dozen. I've caught parts of myself in the projection and seen that I'm this person with this dark skin with the golden ephemeral hue to it. I've never seen my face in this, just my body. Let's see. Okay, well, the most extraordinary time was the very first time I ever did it. This was like a year into these things happening for me, and I had never been inclined to look down at myself to see what I look like. And it was an extraordinary experience in itself, because I literally, from the void, came fully forward into a fully formed environment, fully lucid. And it was the first time that sort of a transition had ever occurred. And the first thing on my mind was to look to see who I was. And I'm looking around the environment, and I'm clearly not on planet Earth, but a human type society is here, and I'm in this sort of plaza that is just at the bottom of these steps that lead up to what looks like a municipal building of some sort. And I'm just sort of scanning the environment, and I see a building that has glass windows, and I just beeline for it. And in the reflection of these windows, I see who I am. And I am this huge, like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 foot man with long white hair and a long white beard, in sort of purplish colored robes and hat. I'm a wizard. And in this one, as it turns out, I was a presence here to protect the humans who were being controlled and dominated. Sound familiar? I haven't figured a lot of this stuff out for myself yet. You know, I hear other people talking. Um, I've started to figure, some things out, bits and pieces here and there. And like, for instance, where I was this white-haired wizard, what happened is, I think, or at least as far as I get right now, is that that was what I call a piggyback. So that was an energy, an entity that I merged with in order to have that type of experience. For whatever reasons, the energies working with me wanted me to have it. So like, I wasn't actually the white wizard, but that energy likely is a relation to me energetically. And so we merged, and I was allowed to piggyback in and experience that as though it were happening to me. And so that was really great. And there's probably a lot more to that that I'm not fully grasping yet, but it happens. The more I project, the more experiences I have, the more I start to get it. The more things click inside myself. Then other ones, like the golden-hued person, that, I imagine, is likely either an elemental aspect of myself, or another manifestation of myself, very likely in a higher realm, although I wouldn't be able to tell you which one. The ones like when I look at myself in the mirror and I'm clearly someone that I don't have a strong feeling of myself as, these ones I don't fully get yet. Maybe they're friends of mine, in the cosmos that allow me in to their dream, to their experience, for some particular reason. There could be a handful of things going on there. So I don't know. If you have any ideas about any of that, post it in the comments below.